Hello everybody, and welcome back to F123 here on the channel. We're checking out F1 World for the first time and seeing, what it's all about here now. As you can see myself quickly diving into things, I'm going to speed up a lot of this gameplay here in the menus, just kind of designing my car and whatnot. I didn't put any sponsors on the car to begin with because I thought maybe we could sign sponsors, but it doesn't seem like you actually can. There's a lot of things of this F1 World that's really interesting to me, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand, maybe not in a good way to me. It's kind of considered the ultimate theme of Formula 1 games. You see me actually choosing some nice couches and stuff. But we have things where you can, of course, hire an R&D head person, a team principal, a race strategy person and stuff, and you can also get different parts for your cars. It's almost like a card that you pull, just there's no actual card. And then, of course, you can have parts to choose from for certain parts of the car. You can boost their tech level to make them better. You can dismantle to get more, money to spend and insight for, research stuff and whatnot. It's really interesting, but I was ready to go into the Welcome to F1 World Stage 1 to actually kick this thing off. So let's head in to Austria. I don't know, can I choose? Oh, I don't have a setup for Austria, but it seems like we have the quickest car here, so I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, let's dive into it. Whenever I do F1 World, I'm going to kind of almost take a Super GT approach and mix live commentary with post commentary as well. But yeah, I put a bunch of upgrades on the car that you quickly saw in the little pre-stuff there in the garage. And I would quickly find out that for the first series, you don't want to do that. Oh my god, we're gone. Okay, I'll see you guys in 3 laps. I was significantly quicker than everybody because we put upgrades on the car to kick things off. There wasn't a difficulty setting. It's all based on the tech level with the AI. The higher your tech level, the quicker you are, and you can't change their tech level for these opening stages that you can do. Alright, so our tech level is really high. That was really easy. Yeah. So yeah, that's the first race, and it was stupid easy. You do see we get 100 setup data, and then I'm not sure exactly how that works, honestly, yeah, but we got some cash. You see me dismantling some stuff as well, and just trying to get more research stuff out of it and cash. But then we would dive into the second race. So you have to do 3 opening races to actually unlock everything in F1 World. So I went in, I didn't touch anything, and I was just okay, let's see what happens here. And your starting position is determined by your tech level in the car. So I was up at the front because I had the highest tech level here, and we would easily win in Silverstone. Alright, pro tip, do not upgrade your car for the beginner series. Alright, I think this is the final race of the beginning set of races we have to do, so let's just go get the W. It is not going to be hard to get the W. And I can tell you, after playing, I put in an hour and a half in F1 World in the recording that you're seeing, and it's a 10-minute video. That kind of tells you, in my opinion, maybe what it's lacking, I guess you could say, here as we would get underway in Abu Dhabi. This one was a 5-lap race, and, well, I was already gone. Alright, race over. Yeah, race over was pretty accurate here. Now, it wasn't even a contest. I was long gone. So I think, honestly, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in a few minutes, but I was looking forward more to the multiplayer stuff to kind of see what that was about. I think that's where I should focus in for F1 World, but we come through. That was so easy to cross the line, and we win. And that's when I unlocked everything. We did the opening stages, and you can see you get some different things here. New events unlocked. So I think the multiplayer stuff for F1 World is where everything is going to actually be at here. They got ranked multiplayer, but there's also other multiplayer events to do, which is kind of what I'm looking forward to actually checking out. I wasn't interested in much of this stuff, but I did decide to try out the street circuits stage 1 to see if it got a little bit more challenging. You can also select a license level. I could only do C, so I didn't quite know what to expect, but now this put us into Australia here in Melbourne for a first street circuit now, for the street circuit stage 1 it's called here. Now I intentionally lowered my tech level for this race, and I came in as I was kind of bulldozing my way through there. It was a bit ugly. Anyways, though, like I said, I intentionally lowered my tech level. I was about a tech level 130 to start this race, so I would be slower, or so I thought I would be slower. You can see the tech level on every name on every car. There's JC411. He's got a tech level of in the 150s. Same for the MJ Seals, a 156. and here I am just cruising past these guys, and now I was getting confused because I thought the lower tech level meant you were going to be slower than everybody, but it wasn't even a challenge still. I was still slicing my way through the field. Here I am going against a tech level of 167, and that's over 30 points better than me, and I'm still just cruising around and taking the lead, and it was race over again. So from my experience so far, I'd hate to say it, F1 World on the single player side sucks. Right. So even with a similar tech level, we still kind of dominated right there. It wasn't even similar. I was way behind on the tech level, but we actually unlocked goals after I did another street circuit that I didn't bother showing. So now you can get vendors here with, you can see everything and you can get goals to do for them, and you have to buy their goals using cash, and then you get other stuff for it. But I also got a couple more people, like a race strategist and whatnot, but I decided to hop in. Look at everyone dripping here, but I decided to hop into a multiplayer ranked event and see what would come out of that. Now, the multiplayer ranked events every week have a certain selection of tracks. This time we ended up in Canada, my home circuit, and we had one-shot qualifying and a 25% race. And here I are in one-shot qualifying. Now, the tech level doesn't affect ranked multiplayer, but I was my first lap in Canada. It was a bit messy, but somehow my first attempt in ranked multiplayer, we're gonna go and put it on pole. Am I on pole? I think we actually got pole. That was an absolutely terrible lap. I didn't know what I was doing. It's the first time I've driven here. But we barely, look how close it is up at the top of the board there. 3 1,000ths of a second. It's going to be an interesting race. Yeah, 3 1,000ths of a second. All right then, wish me luck. Let's see what happens here. I don't think we're gonna win, but you never know. Now, as we get ready to race, it's important to note that we are in the bronze division to start in the ranked multiplayer, so there's different classes and you're trying to improve every week to get promoted, almost like iRacing. However, one thing that I immediately don't like, there was two problems. First of all, there was a lot of connectivity issues, but there's no contact. We have cars all over the place here, so in the class that we're in, contact is completely turned off. So yeah, we literally just cannot make contact with anybody. You're just straight up racing ghosts against each other in ranked. But yeah, there's like a lot of connection issues I'm noticing. I don't know if the connection issues were on the game or if it was on the fact that I'm in Canada and I was maybe playing with a bunch of European players. I didn't have these issues in F122 though, when I was playing with international people, to the extent that I was having them in this game. So I really don't know. And I do co-op career mode with Matt212 and we don't have really barely any issues there as well with connectivity. But yeah, I was driving away though. I was pretty happy with that. There's not much to show. Second place with Pitt. He was about, what, 3-4 seconds behind me when he pitted, and actually they would gain all that time on me. You'll see a big moment from myself right there. We, however, would head into the pits at the end of the lap and put on the mediums. Second place is actually going to end up in front of me. A 2.6 second stop. Okay, all right. I don't know if we're going to come out in front of the guy we were battling with. That a really rough lap. Yeah, there he is. He's up the road. I mean, the tire fall off in this game is quite crazy, because there he is right there, and he was 4 seconds behind a lap ago when he originally came in. I tell you what, the undercut really works in this game. Tire wear feels so much different, but the pass for the lead would be made easy. Oh boy. Okay. Awkward for that guy. We're just gonna be able to go and take the lead, no problem then. And it was pretty much race over after that. So I don't like that when you first start in ranked multiplayer that you cannot even have contact. It's just really boring. There's just not much happening, and I'm not sure how I feel about this, to be completely honest. All right, well, wasn't very challenging. We're gonna come through to win our first multiplayer ranked race. 15 of 18 laps were clean. We'll take it. Yeah, I mean, interesting start to F1 World. We'll go back to the menu and then we'll see. I don't even know if we like get anything out of this. We do gain division points, promotion in 5 days, but yeah, we gain 102 points. We do get cash. We also get contracts for R&D people, race strategists, stickers. We got stickers, and we get parts for our car as well that we can use. So there is at least something to come out of it. But aside from that, I don't know how much I enjoy F1 World, and you're also there in the divisions. Here's me quickly checking out the stickers, which doesn't provide any purpose, just for maybe for fun it is. But yeah, I don't know how to feel. I think the problem with F1 World that I'm finding so far is there's only one thing that I find interesting enough to do, and that's the weekly multiplayer event, where you have a practice and a qualifying, and then you do the race actually later in the week. I might try that out. Aside from that, I am struggling to find the answer on why is this mode a thing. There's not much I feel like there's just no one going to be playing the single player aspect because it just doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel like there's an end goal other than upgrading your car. So yeah, and when I can't answer the why question, I don't want to play it. So yeah, I don't care for F1 World so far. I'm going to be completely honest. I think the multiplayer event, weekly event seems interesting enough, and I think I'm going to do a video on that. But aside from that, I don't think I'm going to touch it very much, and I was hoping it was going to be the opposite of that. But let me know your thoughts on F1 World. I figured I'd still do a video showcasing and giving my thoughts. But yeah, that's how I feel about F1 World. That's going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.